Look how beautiful that looks. Look at that M4. Look at that tubing, mounting all delicious. I don't even know how else to say it. Look at that. Love it. And you know what? I love that these guys keep giving me content. So here's the deal. I was going to, so obviously you guys know we're doing this. I haven't touched it in a while because the parts are delayed. It's honestly getting annoying. But here's the deal, is I told you that I was thinking about maybe doing like a half system where it cuts it off. So this is the exact system I was thinking about doing, is cutting the headers and then obviously removing the cat. And then as you can see here, they cut the end off right there. See, they cut it. It still had the valve working. Motor Bros took it apart when they disassembled it. And then here's an eBay mid pipe. So you can see eBay mid pipe. And then of course this is the Hot Bodies Racing, which is, I mean, it is what it is. It's just a piece of carbon fiber wrapped around a metal muffler. That's all that is. So just so you guys know, that's what I was thinking about doing. But the problems that Motor Bros had tuning this motorcycle, and the reason this customer, he was already deciding to get a new exhaust, but so basically what happened is this customer came in, he just bought this bike, and he was like, hey, just go through everything, run it on the dyno, make sure it's running right, and then I might do a couple upgrades later on. So this was the exhaust on it. Motor Bros ran it on the dyno and it was running super lean, and I mean the leanest bike they've ever seen. So I'll try to get some footage from them because I know they filmed that, but it was the leanest they've ever seen, and so high that they would adjust it and then it would run like crap. So then what they started to do is they put it back to stock, it ran good, but it was still reading super lean. So, you know, obviously they're going based off what the dyno's saying, because what they did is they took the black R1, which I don't know where the black R1 is. You can see it's a mess. They're installing the M4, but they put the black R1 on there, ran it ran fine and read fine. So then what they did is they were like, okay, something is wrong with this Suzuki. So what they did is they took it apart. They did a compression test to make sure that one piston wasn't pushing air over to another piston, and to make sure that the head gasket is okay. So they did that, everything was fine there. So then I think the last thing that was like, hey, maybe the exhaust is sucking in cold air or giving it a misfire. So guess what? What he did is he took the muffler off, left that on, but shoved the sensor that reads the air fuel ratio all the way down the exhaust until it hit the right here, which would be right in front of the butterfly valve. And they ran it and it ran fine and it read fine. So the customer was already thinking about it getting an exhaust, and they recommended obviously M4 because they're local, and what a great company. Look at that. Look how nice it looks. The welds, the carbon fiber looks great. So, moral of the story is, I'm glad this happened here, because I was gonna do the same thing, and I guess when you do a cheaper version of what's right, then you run into problems, or you could run into problems. And this is a prime example of you could run into problems. And the thing that sucks is this cost the customer additional money. So that's the thing, they had to do a compression test, they had to take it all apart. Before they did compression tests, I bet you they did diagnosis and tried to figure out why it's reading wrong. You know, they had to run it on the dyno. So, you know, is it worth it? Do you do this, and great, it sounds good, but your bike runs like crap, or you know, you don't know what it's reading correctly, because when you run it on the dyno, people are gonna be like, oh, okay, yeah, cool, it runs fine, but it's not reading correctly. So that's something I'm not gonna do here. I might I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like an Acura Leo Vince. I mean, the M4 is, God, that looks so good. And I love the way this looks. It's like I don't know what shape you want to call that, but man. And then look down in there, how nice that tubing is. So I bet you this thing sounds amazing. They got to put it back together. I'll probably get a shot of it when it's done and put it at the end of the video so you guys can hear this one. But that's what I'm thinking for this girl. Yeah, I need to check on some tracking and stuff. And I think we're gonna do another video probably the end of this week where we put some stuff together and see about, because I think this is about to be, the fairing stay is about to be delivered, and I think the front fender, the tank is a little bit delayed because it was on back order. But yeah, it's getting a little dusty, so I do need to get going on it and get this thing done. So yeah, that's it. I just wanted to do this video so you guys can see what I'm talking about when you do something that you think is, oh man, it sounds good, it's gonna be fine, but it doesn't even clamp together with like really nice clamps. Look at that. It's quite terrible. So, and then all it does is it just messes with your bike. This thing, guaranteed, is gonna run like, I don't even know. I can't wait to see what this runs when they put it on the dyno. But yeah, this bike's been here for a while. You know, the customer's having quite a bit of stuff done after he just bought it. So imagine buying your bike and then not being able to ride it because you're having a bunch of stuff done and then problems come up. But you know, I think Motor Bros and them were talking about the other day, this guy is pretty nice and cool and relaxed. He just knows things are in good hands. So God, that looks so good. I mean, look at that. Look at the welds. You guys are missing out if you don't consider, I'm not saying you need to, but if you don't consider M4 as an option. So nice. Anyway, that's it. We'll chat with you guys later. Thanks for watching as usual. Don't forget, subscribe, and yeah, enjoy the lovely motorcycle content. I'll talk to you guys later.